Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Look who's here! Cat, already! Yay!
Well, that last week was crazy hectic and I had no time for myself. I was working every day, all the time basically, and I just didn't have the mental capacity to sit down and watch WandaVision.
Mm.
I was working all the way through Friday.
Yeah.
And today or this week I've had a lot more space, or a little more room and mental room as well for everything. So I thought, why not? It's only one episode, and I really liked the first two ones. So why not?
I, of course, filmed my reaction to the first two episodes. They are up on the channel if you haven't seen them. And then I showed them to Kat, and then I watched them again. And there were so many more details that I noticed. So going forward, I'm going to be way more attentive to that stuff. Because like some of the commercials, the first one with the toaster, where that was a stock thing, and you heard the Iron Man sound, like his thrusters.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
In case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, trying to do some Iron Man makeup there. And that relates, of course, to how he, not Tony like directly, but his technology was involved in what happened in Sokovia and what happened to Wanda's family. And then we got another commercial with Strucker. I did notice that, and he's of course the guy who then experimented on both Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, as she's called as well. So that was just like a few examples of some of the details there in the first two episodes. And now we got the third one, and now they also have titles, the episodes. At first it was just episode 1 and episode 2. Now they're called, the first one is called Film Before a Live Studio Audience, which that's actually what they did. And I that's pretty cool. It isn't just a laugh track. Maybe they used it in some cases, but they actually did film some of it in front of a live studio audience. So really replicating that old sitcom feeling. And the next one was called Don't Touch That Dial. And now the third episode is now in color, which we saw at the end of the second one when everything turned to color. So it's most likely gonna be in color going forward. It just makes sense. And if we're going through like the first one being in the 50s, the second one in the 60s, the first one, did I say 50s?
Yeah, first 50s and 60s.
60s, yeah.
and now 70s.
Exactly.
In color.
In color, yeah. It all makes sense. And we are so intrigued by this story and where it's going to go and how everything fits together. Where is Wanda? How is she doing this? Or as that guy on the radio said, who is doing this to you? So freaking many questions, but we're gonna jump into the first one. Do you?
Yeah. Possible spoiler alert: I might cry because I cried during the two first ones, so I might cry.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It's just that Scarlet Witch story is so touching to me, or not touching in like it's touching in a very sad.
It's tragic
way. Yeah. So that's just every time I think about what she's been through all this time, I start crying. So I'm just. Possible spoiler alert, I might cry.
It might happen. It might happen, yeah. All right, let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions at the moment for The Legend of Korra, where we are several episodes ahead. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And here we go.
Is this really happening?
Yes, my love.
It's beginning.
Already, yeah. Oh god. Yep, we are in the 70s now. His hair.
Glasses. And the clothes.
Pregnancy, yeah.
God, they're so happy I can't.
In color.
Definitely pregnant.
Really?
That much we figured.
You were at about 4 months now. Is that right?
Nope. Yeah.
We let the little ladies keep tabs on their growing babies with fruit. Makes it simple for them.
What?
Excuse me?
Well, I think this line of questioning is fruitless.
Well, hypothetically speaking, should we be concerned?
Every new father-to-be gets nervous.
Well, I have nerves of steel, so there goes your theory, Mr. Dodson.
What?
Taking the head strumming a little too far there, old chum. So I have. Thanks, buddy.
That's odd.
Whoa, Nelly, you've gotten bigger.
Have I?
I can't wait to be a proud papaya.
Oh gosh. Oh, that would make assembling furniture so much easier.
I can't wait to meet you, little Billy.
Billy?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking Tommy.
Then there's Billy, isn't there? Named after William Shakespeare. All the world's a stage. All the men and women merely players.
Well, I guess there's only one solution to this debate. Hope for a girl.
Mhm.
Oh,
Whoops. What's...
Stopped.
Did she do that?
Do these earrings make me look fat?
Oh, thank God.
It seems the people of Westview are always on the verge of discovering our secret.
Yes, I know what you mean. But it's more than that, isn't it? This room, this is hard. Dinner, outside with her. I think something's wrong here, Wanda. Yes, I know what you mean. If he's anything like his mother, Billy will be perfect.
oh my god.
So every time the illusion is about to break, she's like, nope. Hey, the water broke. Or...
Yes, dear?
My water just...
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
When you want to get away, but you don't want to go anywhere. Hydra Soak. Find the goddess within.
Fucking Hydra.
What a mess!
Aw.
You can just... Whoa.
Oh.
Just like an airbender.
Except he might have already left for vacation.
At a time like this?
Well, in fairness, darling, the baby is approximately 9 months early. You'll be all right here?
Well, it's... Oop.
Oh, shoot. Wanda, what's up? It's 75 degrees out. You making a fashion statement?
I think it's just here under the sink!
Are you all right in there?
Yes, I am just looking.
Oop. How... Oh.
Would you look at that? What? Fruit. Wanda.
Damn.
You know I've been working that temp job, right? Well, my boss, Mr. Haddix, he was going crazy yesterday.
I
What?
thought so. It was gonna be a fucking stalk.
Mm.
Yeah, those. So it's 10 minutes before the big presentation, and Mr. Haddix has got nothing. Nothing that is.
So that... How...
So I'm trying every trick in the book to help this.
Nope, fuck off.
What was that?
That's my new ice maker built right into the fridge.
Mhm. Oh.
Fancy. so now at this point, gravity O's launch into your day the right way.
What's it doing?
Thank you. Do y'all still keep those in your spare room?
It's coming. Oh, the baby's coming.
You're pregnant?
You're pregnant?
Mr. Vision, well, is everything okay with the wife?
Yes. So long as we hurry.
Whoop.
I may be late to the party, but I imagine there is a logical explanation for this. Oh, it's all perfectly natural.
Sure.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can do this.
Oh no, I missed it. Oh, well done, Wanda.
Don't you want to meet your son as yourself?
So Billy or Tommy?
Tommy?
He said Tommy.
Yes, Tommy.
Yeah, I knew it. There was a second one. There was a second one. I knew it.
Freaking twins. So Tommy and Billy, or
No need to walk you out, Doctor.
Oh, all right. As long as we actually walk this time. I don't think we'll get away after all. Small towns, you know, so hard to escape.
That supports one of the theories out there.
Can you believe it? Twins.
I'm a twin.
Oh, yeah.
I had a brother. His name was Pietro.
Yeah.
He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he?
What did you say?
She's new to town.
Oh, husband.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No home.
What?
What did you say about Pietro?
Pietro?
What do you mean she has a home?
Sword.
Mm-hmm.
She came here because we're all...
Stop it.
Well, I better get going. That macrame is not going to hitch itself.
Wanda, where's Geraldine?
Oh, she left, honey.
To
She had to rush home.
oh,
What did she do to her?
Westview, and now we're going to. Oh fuck! She like threw her out. The. So that was the third episode of WandaVision, and we are getting more and more clues. And in this one, more than just clues, actually, especially towards the end when Monica Rambeau, she got just tossed out of that reality. What's her like? What was her cover name? I always forget.
Geraldine?
Geraldine, yeah, that's right. Because she kind of got outed by Wanda. She was asking one too many questions, and not just a question. She straight out just said like Ultron, like Pietro got killed by Ultron. And yeah, that was maybe the wrong thing to say there if you want to stay undercover. But yeah, the whole thing, the whole episode, of course, it was an homage to the Brady Bunch. With the
At least the intro was.
Yeah, at least the intro, like in color and everything, and even their house kind of looked like.
Yeah, and the way that they like, there was a lot of pictures, and I think they were hexagons or octagons, but they were still like there was pictures where you had them filling the frame, just like the Brady Bunch.
Exactly. Yeah. Just like they did in the previous one with Bewitched, and just taking a lot of inspiration. And I think as many people have already kind of said, it's something that Wanda maybe was watching, like a lot of these old sitcoms when she was imprisoned or being experimented on by Strucker and Hydra. We got a Hydra commercial in this one, Hydra soap. So that might be, another just a clue like from her past when she was a part of Hydra in that way. And then of course we know what happened in Age of Ultron, joining up with him and then thankfully betraying him towards the end. And then as Monica said, Pietro got killed by Ultron. He is dead. Her twin brother is dead. But now she has a pair of twins of her own, even though fairly sure they're not real, like most of the stuff that's going on. But yeah, but we don't know. that is the crux of it. We still don't know exactly what is going on. I also mentioned it during the reaction that one of the theories that's been going on is like this, that she's maybe taken a whole village hostage in a way, or that she's this reality bubble there. And we even saw the name of the village in the end,
Westview?
Yeah. And they mentioned that as well during the show. So yeah, maybe it is exactly what people are thinking with it. It is a real village. It is a real community. And then this bubble has just enveloped it, and Wanda kind of controls the reality inside of that bubble. Even though we still have that thing from the last one with the radio, with the guy asking, who is doing this to you, Wanda? It's not a confirmation that someone is doing it. It might actually still just be her, and they think that someone is doing it to her because they can't imagine her doing it by herself. I'm not sure.
And they're trying to, I think that sound where they were hearing that sound, and they.
Oh, in the previous one,
yeah,
the loud
banging noises.
Yeah.
They might be when people are trying to penetrate that weird shield that we saw, like that weird. It was. Yeah, and then they try to go under it through the tunnels, and that's where the beekeeper came in, and he also had that sword mark on him.
Yeah.
So, and then she was like, "Nope, this is not gonna happen. You're not gonna penetrate my reality." So she was just like.
Yeah,
pulling him out and trying to, push him out
and reversing the time or the clock or the reality. And yeah, she's done that a few times. Did it once again in this one with Vision. Even Vision started questioning, like, Wanda, something's off here. And he's a big mystery because he's dead, as we've already established. So what is he now? How is he there? Is he just like a part? Like, did she just create him inside of that reality? She must have. But how can he then question it if she controls him? How can he have, like, how come he has any agency at all? Like, how can he? Yeah. I love that it's making us think so much, and it's kind of like a trying to figure out a mystery sort of deal. Definitely, I don't know if I want to call it a slow burn, because the pacing is not slow, and it's not, long ass episodes. Like, they're rather short with quick pacing. But it is still like they are unveiling this mystery slowly. Because us being on the third episode, and we still don't quite know what's going on.
But we're getting breadcrumbs. And I think one of the biggest breadcrumbs in this one was definitely Geraldine. And I think perhaps she was planted by Sword. And those were the people we saw when she was yeeted the hell out of there.
Yeah,
and
yeet.
Well, I think that was... she was trying to infiltrate in another way by kind of, because she didn't have a home. She didn't have... And the others started questioning, she doesn't have a home. She doesn't have, someone to be with. Like, they didn't understand, and she was trying to connect some real things.
Dots,
like from reality, like the outside reality. She was trying to bring that in.
Yeah, with the Ultron thing and everything. Yeah,
and that's how she gave herself away. But I wanted to quickly, when we are with Geraldine, I just wanted to mention, I think that she's the most beautiful woman in the world, and damn, that blue eyeshadow was just.
She's quite beautiful. Yeah, she definitely is. And I think, you're right. She was planted there and trying to infiltrate, not just going straight in and asking questions and trying to pull Wanda out of it. Like they've maybe tried many things, sort. And every time Wanda sees something that has to do with it, and maybe like it seems like she doesn't really know exactly what it is, but she just knows that symbol has just been there every time they've tried to infiltrate my reality here.
It was on the beekeeper. It was on the
helicopter thing.
Thing.
Yeah.
It was on her. It was like an amulet of hers.
The
Jolene.
necklace at least. Yeah, exactly. But I was a bit confused because when she got thrown out of the reality and landed out there, then the people who approached her, they didn't seem friendly with her. Like they were pointing guns at her. Like she was some kind of a threat. So was that sword? Or like who is keeping an eye on it?
Or maybe it's someone else who's trying to keep an eye on it, and Sword is trying to infiltrate in other ways without being antagonizing these people that she was clearly.
Exactly, because it was stand to reason that if something happened to like a real community, the real West View, then like the police or the FBI, CIA, whatever the fuck, like they would find out and they will monitor the situation. And then we got, the more like Marvel agencies, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or just S.H.I.E.L.D. And then Sword, like they might be keeping an eye on it as well, just trying to infiltrate it and trying to do it in a way where they won't make the FBI or the CIA or the police suspicious, I'm thinking.
But I've heard this name thrown around quite a lot. What if it is actually a Mephisto, and Mephisto trying to, because I know he's interested in the kids, because he's interested in the kids in the comics.
Oh.
Could it be someone who is working with or for Mephisto, maybe?
I don't know if they would just straight up bring in a villain they haven't introduced before. I don't know.
It was just a...
Sure, definitely. Like, if it's in the comics, then they might use it. Definitely. My money's on, like, it's Wanda who's doing this.
Okay.
Most of it, at least. Because it seems like she is in control.
Yeah.
And she just wants this illusion to, like, keep going. This world she has created where Vision is alive and now they have kids, and it's hard to watch, really, because you know what happened. And even though it's light and it's funny most of the time, and we still got the laughing going on in the background, but it's just having that knowledge about what has been going on up until this point in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, I'm sure like this series wouldn't work as well if we hadn't had 22 movies before it. 22, I'm pretty sure it is. People who have been watching all of it and who are like up to date and remember stuff like this. There's a lot of reward in it. Or at least it's easier to maybe connect some of the dots and understand and follow along, and also see like the layers and not just seeing it as a sitcom like it is being presented, but actually something that's quite tragic as well, and exciting, really exciting, mysterious. I can go on and on about how I'm actually really enjoying this series so far.
And it's wonderful that they're paying homage to TV history, because I've seen a lot of people being, I think, a little bit unfair to the story, to this series in a way that they always, or some of them, complain a lot about. It's very slow paced, and it's nothing is happening, and there's no action whatsoever. But it's like, this is a show that pays homage to other shows, like sitcoms all the way through history, as we know, with Bewitched and now with the Brady Bunch, and perhaps we're gonna see some newer ones in the next couple of episodes.
What could it be? Some very popular 80s. Like, I'm more familiar with sitcoms from the 90s because that's when I grew up, or that's when we grew up. So if we're gonna see something like Seinfeld or Friends, that could be fun. Getting that.
What about family theme? What about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe even, yeah.
That was very 90s, I feel like.
Oh yeah, very 90s, very 90s.
I feel like that was almost the epitome of
the 90s,
90s sitcoms.
Exactly. But then we also got some of the other people there. Like, for example, the doctor saying that, small communities, you can't really leave. And it seems like he might be like aware that, he can't leave this town, this reality. And same with, like the neighbor and Catherine Hahn's character. I keep forgetting her name as well. But they definitely know that something is up. And they're like, shushing and don't tell Vision and just play along and ring on the bell. And like, she's still doing such a good job.
Yeah.
I love, like her comedic timing is just on point. But it then would make sense if like the actual villages or the actual people who live in this village in the real world, that they've caught on and they kind of know, okay, if I start asking any questions about this, if I do anything other than just play along, then Wanda is going to do something. How she's keeping people in check, is it just by like every time they question it, she's just saying nope and reversing time? Or
I don't know, I don't feel like it's her doing that. Like it's like her punishing people in that way. Like she's
maybe it's
I don't know,
subconscious.
I don't know. It's just I just feel like it's not her control the way that they are acting. That they almost feel like they're someone. They are planted by someone else and not planted by Wanda. Yeah. But again, I don't feel like I know enough about it.
No. We can only just what we see on the screen. That's all we really can talk about. Anything other than that is still very much an unknown. But at least Rambo, she didn't start questioning things until Wanda herself got kind of in a mood there with like looking at the twins and then going like, oh, I had a twin once. I'm a twin. Yeah, exactly. And mentioning Pietro and then going, down memory lane a little bit. That might have given her, the courage to be like, okay, she's snapping a little bit out of it herself. So maybe this is a good time to start digging a little bit. And then obviously that was a mistake. So, what other significance could there be with the commercial other than the fact that it brought up Hydra and Strucker was from Hydra and it was Hydra experimenting on them?
It's the same people in all of the ads, right? The same two, the same woman, the same man.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Could it be her parents, maybe?
Oh yeah, maybe that could be.
But I think that's the only thing I could point my finger to.
Yeah.
It was not as obvious.
No. And I'm sure once I start, like, once I sit down and I start editing this whole thing, I'm gonna notice some more stuff that I wish we would have said or like commented on during this one. But that's the fun thing about this show is like by rewatching it, like you notice even more stuff.
Easter eggs.
So many Easter eggs, so many details, and I'm sure there were a lot of Easter eggs. There were a lot of Easter eggs in this episode as well that we didn't notice. That might not even be like a part of the plot, but just an Easter egg, just because Marvel does that a lot. But do you have anything else you want to add to this one?
Not really. I'm going to go Google that stalk right now.
Oh yeah, the
because
stalk.
That was weird. And I'm sure there's some significance to it that I'm missing, so I'm just going to Google it straight away.
That's one of those things.
You don't have to tell me in the comments. I'm going to Google it myself.
How did I forget about the stalk? Yeah, that was weird.
That was just weird.
Straight up weird. But we know what it symbolizes, of course. And like when she's like, it's bringing the children, even though it didn't bring the children, but it's a symbol of that okay, she's going to have the babies now. And then it was just being mischievous. And why couldn't she like just make it
That's
go
the
away?
thing. That's the thing. It has to have some other meaning than just
Yeah,
bringing the
something
kids.
she couldn't control. Because every time like she like wanted it to disappear and like that red smoke came up, it was just like, no, I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna go and bite this woman's pants for some reason.
But as soon as I get into that, when we all get into that children's room, I'm just gonna stand here and act like I'm the stork on the picture.
yeah, I'm gonna hide because now I don't want to get found out. And it's just another one of those mysterious things where why did that happen and what sort of relevance does it have and what does it like connect to? So
but I'm
much
gonna
of that.
Google that right now because I can't wait for the comments to tell me. I'm gonna Google that shit.
Yeah. So no reason to tell us in the comments. We will know after this, or I'm sure many of you are gonna do anyway. Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of WandaVision episode 3, now in color. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.